Slim vs Salt Papi is one of the most anticipated fights in the influencer boxing scene, I think. I haven't really thought about this potential matchup, but apparently it was in the works for the Misfits Prime card. Now KSI and Mams are pulling out all the stops for this card. KSI is fighting Tommy Fury in his toughest test to date. Logan Paul is fighting on the same night, and it only makes sense that two of the biggest stars on the Misfits roster, Salt Papi and Slim, would square up as well. However, the negotiations proved more difficult than anticipated, and it looks like the fight is off as a result of money issues. Slim is on Twitter talking about how Misfits are not paying him what he's worth, quote unquote, and Mams' counter is that Slim is getting paid more than what he brings to Misfits and the DAZN platform, and that he should be grateful, blah blah fucking blah. As influencer boxing expands, we're going to be running into these money issues more and more. Influencers potentially asking for too much, boxing promotions may be underpaying their fighters, etc. In this particular case with Slim, there's a lot of unknown factors that make it hard for a fan to have an actual opinion here. The truth is that we don't know how much he's getting paid, how much profit Misfits is making on their pay-per-view events, and how much Slim is actually asking for. I don't think it's our business to know as well, that's between a promoter and a fighter. However, this is influencer boxing, where everyone's behind the scenes dealings are brought to the forefront, and I kinda hate it to be honest. Regardless, Salt Papi vs Slim would be a big fight in the world of Misfits, but not in the overall world of influencer boxing. Misfits is its own brand, its own little universe away from traditional boxing, and it has its own stars. Salt Papi is one of them, and he was actually transcending into traditional boxing media for a while, with the likes of Eddie Hearn talking about him. Slim has an undefeated record and is another Misfits fan favourite. These are Misfits stars however, not influencer boxing stars, if that makes sense. So if Slim vs Salt Papi were to happen, would the general internet audience give that much of a shit? I'd say not really, outside of the Misfits audience. It's a good matchup, don't get me wrong, and it certainly bolsters the card, but it's not going to attract a separate audience outside of KSI and Logan's built-in fanbase, for example. KSI fans would be like, oh nice, Salt Papi and Slim are fighting, I've seen them on KSI shows before, but they were still going to buy the pay-per-view regardless because of the mega draws like KSI and Logan obviously. So how much are Slim and Salt Papi worth? I don't know, I don't really care, and thank fuck I don't have to think about those questions because I'm not a boxing promoter. Does Slim and Salt Papi's social media audiences translate into pay-per-view sales? For people that are following Slim on YouTube and Salt Papi on TikTok, will they be flying out to Manchester to see the fights live? I honestly doubt it, but who knows? I do think influencer boxers need to realize that a big social media following doesn't translate to real life butts on seats at events. Only the real powerhouses on YouTube and Twitch can pull those people out of their homes and into an arena to watch their fights. I do hope Slim vs Salt Papi does happen, and that Slim doesn't leave the Misfits promotion. After Jay Swingler, Misfits need a new star in their stable, and if Slim leaves, that's a pretty substantial hit. How do you think this Slim vs Misfits saga will unfold? Let me know. New videos coming soon after a bit of a hiatus for me, sorry about that, and anyway, I'll see you guys later.